Make sure to subscribe to our channel, join our Discord, and also follow us on Instagram so you always have the support that you need to really enhance your account and get yourself to the next level. Also, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can save a lot of money when you make in-game purchases by getting some amazing cashbacks each time you purchase anything. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. So I'm going to be making a few videos on some of these new updates that are coming across because I got some requests from some people that are very active in our Discord saying they want to learn a little bit more about the upcoming updates. I'm going to break it down into a few videos. This particular one is going to be about the surprise wheel updates, and then I'm going to have a few on the new amp features as well as the assault soldier ants. So the surprise wheel, as you all know, it was an event that they launched, which does give you the ability to get a bunch of stuff for free, but you also have the option to purchase these leaves in case you want to spend a little bit of money to speed up some of these things that you can get from that. I've been mostly using it as a free way to get these awakenings because, well, this currently seems to be the only way to get these awakenings for free. You could also purchase the ants that are linked to that awakening, and getting a copy of the ant or getting the awakening both costs 600 of these items. The items are not hard to get. You have to do these draws and you could get lucky and get 25 surprise beans, or if you're a little bit lucky you can get the 5 surprise beans as opposed to the 25 if you're very lucky. The best thing about this event was that the surprise beans, they continue to stick around, so you can save up across multiple events before you get one of these prizes. Now you can get the ants in other events as well. There is an event where once you get, I believe, level 5, you get 50 ant fragments, and it does include some of these ants that are right here. I believe if you get to level 10 you can get 50 more, but anyhow you can get to level 5 as a free-to-play player, so you can get 50 ant fragments every single event of that type. If you go into my fragments, you can see that I already have 100 MR fragments, which I got for free, of course. The 50 Prata are extras because I already have 200 Prata fragments, which I converted into a Prata anyway. So these are the ones that I've been collecting from those events. So now you can see I do have 635 surprise beans, and I can get 100 MR fragments through that other event. So I guess a good way to use it would be to get the MR awakening in advance, right? So that when the event comes, I get the MR and I awaken it. Every new awakening gives 20,000 experience to my awakening gallery, and that does give a significant boost to my stats. That's what makes awakening very useful. If you go to the update preview, you're going to notice good news and bad news. Firstly, it shows that now there's an update and it's giving surprise beans 2. That's different from surprise bean 1 that you get available right now. If you look at the bottom, it says that after the current event ends, which is the one that's happening right now, surprise bean 1 will expire and can no longer be used in the redemption of the surprise wheel store. Please make sure to use all the ones that you have before the event ends. So that's the first warning sign. Number 1, if you have a bunch of these beans saved up, use them before this event ends, because you'll not be able to use them if you do not redeem them while this event is still ongoing. The next event is going to have surprise beans too. That's the bad part. What's the good part? The good part is that they added 4 new ants, and I'm not 100% sure if they'll still continue to have these old ants there as well, plus the new ones. But what I do know is that it will include a bunch of new ants, which also include some nice ones like Crimson Pearl. There's also Atta, then there's that big hitter King of Attack Carrier Ant LB, and there's also FC for Mega Clara, along with each of their respective awakenings. That's pretty good because some of these ants are still pretty useful in PvE, right? When we talk about PvE, LB still does pretty good for carriers. Crimson Pearl does good for carriers as well. And you're not just going to be able to get the ant, you're going to be able to get the awakenings of the ants as well. And hopefully that event where you get the ant fragments will also include these new ants. So you can get the ant from there and the awakening from here. So definitely a good thing. Now in my case, I already have 635. The decision is fairly easy because I know that I'm going to get the MR soon. I might as well get the MR Awakening, which is right here. Once I've purchased it, I only have 35 points left, and at that point, I can just buy a bunch of honeydew because the amount of points isn't that huge. If you're stuck with, let's say, by the end of this event, you only have 200 or 150 points, and you do not want to spend to get some of these surprise leaves, then you might as well just redeem for 50 of the fragments of one of the ants that you probably have some fragments for already, so that at least it helps you get that ant faster, so that when the next event comes across, you perhaps only need to get one more set of 50 fragments, and then you can focus on the LB perhaps, which might be added. If you're very close to 600, you can think about the possibility of purchasing a $5 pack. Perhaps it might get you 600 and you can just get the awakening that you desire. Or if you're like me and you have only 35 by the end of the event, just get these kiwi honeydews. The point is, use up whatever surprise beans you have. I don't think it's the best idea to start spending crazy to get these leaves so that you can get a bunch of these awakenings before the event ends, because of the fact that these are older ants, right? These are not premium ants that they're offering in the surprise wheel. And in fact, the new ants that they're adding to the surprise wheel are also not that premium. They've been around for a long time, right? For Mega Clara is not a premium ant anymore. LB is still good for carriers, especially when it comes to Groundhog and Pangolin, but my assumption is it's not going to be lasting very long. A lot of people have probably already removed that ant from their PvE list because they have better ants already, like the honeypot ant. In a few weeks' time, these ants might be completely obsolete, at least for the pay-to-win players. So these are not ants that are extremely premium, meaning that, you know what, don't go crazy buying a lot of these leaves to get these. You're buying ants that are close to the end of their shelf life, and awakenings as well. Not the best value for your money. Now, when it comes to awakenings, I do see a little bit of value in the fact that they are adding to your awakening gallery, but then again, you never know, these awakenings might be available completely free in another way or form in the future as well, like perhaps they'll just add it to the maze store. In summary, save your money for better things. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. Before you go, I want you to know that you can save a lot of money in the Ants Underground Kingdom using apptoid and my promo code. There's a bunch of changes that came out recently, limiting the number of times you can use my promo code to 5 every 30 days. Try to use that for the highest possible purchase, like a $100 pack for your ant coins, as opposed to small $5 purchases, because of the fact that you have limits on how many times you can take advantage of the 5% bonus. The promo code changed recently. It is now Sky 9, so if you're using Sky 8, switch to Sky 9. And if you're watching this video a few months later, after October 2025, you might as well check to see what's the latest promo code by joining our Discord. It's also possible that there might be a change in the way you use your promo code. So while currently you add your promo code in your AppCoins wallet in advance, it's possible, and I haven't gotten this confirmed, that you might need to add the promo code upon purchase in a promo code section as well. You can see if that's the option available, or you can see if it's just a simple way of adding it to the AppCoins wallet and it stays active, just to make sure you're getting those bonuses. When you are making a purchase, you can check if you're getting the bonus by seeing the amount of bonus that you're getting and making sure that that's the correct amount of bonus and you're not skipping the 5% that you get because of our promo code. I know some of this information may be a lot to digest. If you're not sure, do reach out to me on Discord, join a Discord server, and you can ask a bunch of people over there, because there are a lot of people that are using the promo code and they can help you out as well. So it's just good to be part of that community. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.